Yo, it's your boy OG Shizzy Brizzle. This another Shizzy Lit podcast. You already know what the topic is about. They done let my man Bill home. You can forget about any other topics for the night. They let my man Bill home. If I feel nice, I might switch up the topic. But I ain't feeling nice right now. I just want to get straight to the point. My man Bill Cosby free. He appealed to shit like you always supposed to do when you know. You feel me? You ain't supposed to be bagged up and shit. You feel me? When he appealed to the motherfucker, people's overturned that joint like he knew it was going to happen. You feel me? We going to go to the beginning like, you know, niggas was always making little jokes and all that shit about that shit. You feel me? But you got to think about it. Like how we buy weed and drinks and shit. And y'all buy bitches perks and e-pills and all that shit. That was the move back in the day. The Spanish fly and the Quaaludes and shit. You heard motherfucker Scarface said when he was fucking with his wife and he was sitting in the pool. He said, never Quaalude, you love me in the border. You feel me? So they was letting you know. In that time and shit, you know what I mean? That was just the move. That was the drug of choice. You feel me? My man was famous and all that shit, so he ain't have to do that. So that don't even make sense. He was Bill Cosby and shit. He ain't have to do that. This nigga could have got damn near any chick he wanted to. You feel me? And then the chicks, you feel me? I don't know how they look back in them days and shit, but the chicks, you feel me? Boom. That saying he did it and all that. They don't look all that. You feel me? Probably was bad as shit back in the day. I don't know. You feel me? Don't get me lying or whatever and shit, but yeah. So they say, boom. Like they say like 60 chicks or some shit came through. But listen, they try and say since the joint got overturned and they overturned the conviction and shit, you feel me? They telling the other chicks, you know what I mean, don't be discouraged to come out if something happened. Bitch, first of all, let me get on your top. Nigga, we ain't with none of that shit. If a nigga doing that shit, a nigga got to be gone. You feel me? A nigga ain't right. You feel me? You shouldn't have to take nothing. This is what I'm saying. So don't never think, you feel me, I'm disrespecting y'all and shit. If it really happened, it really happened. But come on, dog. Your credibility ain't shit if your dumb ass wait 30 years and you wait till a lot of them. Let me take that back. Let me rewind myself. I got to calm down. I just started. All right, so listen. Y'all telling the little chicks now if they go through it, don't be discouraged to still come out just because Bill Cosby joint got overturned. That's a good message, and I guess just listen to the message and not the messenger, but that shit ain't going down in 2021. You feel me? You can't tell somebody something you ain't doing and expect them to pay you some mind. Now, yes, that's exactly what y'all should do. If niggas doing shit like that, definitely tell somebody. Don't be scared. You know what I mean? Go get your brothers and all that shit or whatever you gotta do. But don't be scared, man. You know what I mean? Let that shit be known because it ain't right. I don't condone none of that shit, none of that. But listen, back in them days, Quaaludes and Spanish fly and all that shit was the thing, you dig? You Bill Cosby and shit, super famous, super rich, so you ain't gotta motherfucking be pressed over no little bitch and shit, you feel me? So, you know what I mean? I don't know what to say about that shit. But my man denied the shit that he got begged for and say that shit was consensual. I believe, I don't know 100% fact, but just from the scenario, I believe the shit was consensual and shit because I don't think my man had to do that. Like, unless you're just lazy with it and shit. Like how some niggas just go ahead and pay a little trick and all that shit and then, you know what I mean? And just keep it the fuck moving and shit. You just gotta worry about not getting caught up. You feel me? Nigga be lazy, so what the fuck? He just meet a little bitch and just say, all right, I want to fuck her. You feel me? Instead of, you feel me, just letting the celebrity handle that. You feel me? Because that's all the fuck they around for anyway. How I get you to the room? So when I knocked you out and got you to the room, so I put the joint in your joint and then dragged you to the room. Ain't nobody see that and all that, huh? You know what I mean? So... And it was one statement that the lawyer made that made so much sense. Because it's all about common sense and shit and all this. What sound right, what don't sound right and all that. Boom. They say the nigga Nixon put this nigga on the list. Like the niggas like him, Dick Gregory, Jane Fonda, motherfuckers like that had the feds watching the shit out of them. Super famous motherfuckers and shit. So... back in them days, you know, they was super racist. So the lawyer asked the question like, how is he drugging and raping chicks in the 60s when he a famous black person that the feds been watching and the president told them to watch it? So y'all, if y'all know anything and y'all sing Godfather Harlem, y'all know that the feds, you feel me, the president to put the feds on you ASAP if you a motherfucking person of interest and you got a little bit too much power and a little bit too many people ears and shit, they'll put them people on you, you dig? So, yeah, shit is crazy. I mean, so he asked that question and that shit made good sense. How the fuck is he doing all this? And that shit ain't come out till 30 years later. All the success and all that shit he having. You know they ain't like black motherfuckers being successful and all that shit. And he was on some positive shit. So, it ain't no motherfucking way. You feel me? That he was doing all that shit and all that shit going on. He had too many strikes against him already. And half of them bitches was white. So, then again, that's... So, yeah, that shit is sounding real far-fetched right now, you dig? So... That's how that go, man. And shit is crazy right now on that shit, so. It ain't looking good for them peoples. And why would they, why when he appealed it, they overturned this shit? Because they know they got some free labor out, my man, like they said on Life. So what would it matter? We got 40 years of free labor out of them on some shit like that. That's how they currently live. We got 2 years out the 3 to 10 sentence that he got. Whole time we know he ain't do it. Whole time we know we ain't even supposed to lock them up. Because this nigga went to civil court and got motherfucking tried in civil court. After that, you ain't even pulled the motherfucking... That's the last situation. That's the wrap-up right there. You feel me? So they can't retry that shit again. My man is out free. You know what I mean? And I'm going to let y'all listen to the phone joint. The phone call and what the lawyer said and shit. You know I got to throw the little news clips in there. You feel me? To keep it motherfucking all-way informational and shit. You know I just throw my opinion out there and shit. I listen to some factual shit. You know what I mean? So I can know what the hell I'm talking about. Throw my opinion in there and then let y'all hear the facts and shit. You know what I mean? Boom, boom, bop. That's how I rock. Here at good old Shizzy Lit Podcast and good old Shizzy Lit Vlogcast. Because y'all know that's popping on Spreaker too. You dig me? Audio. You know what I mean? From 2017 till now. Get down with it. Your boy OG Shizzy Brown. You dig me? But I'm going to definitely let y'all hear these clips. You know, feel me? I don't know where your wife at in this situation and shit. I don't know from under all the clouds, the smoke that I smoke. I don't know. Did I hear back in the day when this shit was first going on that Shorty slid off on him, or was I'm tripping? Or was I dreaming or some shit? Did I hear that she wasn't supporting my man no more? She just got fed up, couldn't deal with the shit no more, slid off of my man? Or is I'm tripping? I don't want to throw the bone out on little mama and shit. You feel me? Because I don't know if that's a fact and shit. But sometimes I just be having shit in my head. I don't know if I be dreaming and shit. Because I was really mad about this Bill Cosby shit. If y'all can find my earlier episodes and shit, go check that shit out. It's somewhere on motherfucking Facebook. That shit somewhere on Facebook, because I used to go live and go crazy on my live. So y'all go check out them little Shiz TV, OG Shizzy Brown and Shizzy Brown the page. I got kicked off that joint so much it don't make no sense. You can find it somewhere. Shiz TV on Facebook Live. Motherfucking, listen, man, I done been through so many pages and channels, it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? And I ain't do shit. I just keep it all the way a bean, and you know what that mean. A nigga might not be seen on the scene any motherfucking way. I'm happy as shit my man Bill Cosby home. I'm happy that's how it be. My man had to do some motherfucking time. You feel me? He probably did. Listen, I'm just trying to be funny in the podcast. He probably did slip. Nah, let me stop playing this shit. Shout out to my man Bill and Camille. You dig? Bill and Camille. You feel me? My man kept it real. And you know what I mean? They did my man dirty. I mean, sometimes it just come down to what it come down to when it all unfolds and shit. You know, feel me? So I'm going to let y'all hear this shit. And before I sign off, I'm going to come back and talk some more shit to y'all. It's your boy, OG Shizzy Brizzle.
Judy Cosby telling ABC's Lindsay Davis on the phone after his release that his conviction did not match the truth. Tonight, his accusers also reacting to the news. He is no longer in prison.
And nobody had the sense to say, wait 1 second, this doesn't match up with the truth. This is not what I was taught in college. This is not what I was taught at home, etc., etc.
Tonight, Bill Cosby talking to ABC News just hours after becoming a free man. His 2018 sex assault conviction overturned by the Pennsylvania Supreme Court after an appeal. Justices ruling he should not have been prosecuted because of a deal with former DA Bruce Castor that he would not be charged if he agreed to testify in a 2005 civil suit brought by accuser Andrea Constand. Today's ruling stated that in accordance with the advice of his attorneys, Cosby relied on Castor's public announcement he would not be prosecuted. But Castor's successor used Cosby's testimony as a key piece of evidence more than a decade later. Bill Cosby was convicted of drugging and sexually assaulting Constand, serving 2 of his 3 to 10-year sentence before his release today. Dozens of other women accused Cosby of drugging and sexually assaulting them. Today's news leaving many of his accusers stunned and angry.
I'm concerned that women will think that they shouldn't come forward. I can tell you, as somebody who did, it was challenging, it was scary. There were times when I was called horrible names.
Today, Cosby's longtime co-star, Felicia Rashad, tweeted support saying, quote, "A miscarriage of justice is corrected." She followed that up with another tweet saying she supports survivors of sexual assault and did not intend to be insensitive, quote.
So you see what I'm saying? My man went on, linked on the motherfuckers and shit. Like, come on, man, use your common sense, man, and put the shit together, man. How the fuck you gonna be a private eye? You can't even put the regular, basic shit together and all that type shit. So, a nigga be tripping. They just do black people dirty. They do what the fuck they want to the black people, boy. Like, none of this shit that they say don't even matter. Told the man he wasn't gonna catch no time for go on and say what you guys say and shit. Yeah, I did get a bitch. I ain't slip shit. I gave the bitch one. The bitch took it. I put it in the bitch hand. She popped it. Sipped the drink. 30 years later, this bitch, I forgot all about the bitch. Until I seen her. I ain't even know who you was talking about until I seen her. Niggas be going through shit like that. You feel me? So, you know what I mean? Niggas just gotta watch out who you mess with. Trust me, I know from experience. And all that other good shit, you feel me? But now I'm gonna let y'all hear this shit I was telling you about the lawyer. Say, how the fuck this nigga doing all that shit whole time? Feds watch him, he black, famous, and fucking white bitches. But you drugging and raping white bitches in the 60s. That shit don't even add up. All that shit don't add up to nothing they say. So, I'm about to let y'all hear that. Makes sense to me. Hold on.
Released from prison this afternoon. He's returned to his home near Philadelphia, and that is where, after the Supreme Court in Pennsylvania overturned his sexual assault conviction. Let's listen.
For reviewing Mr. Cosby's appeal, but also seeing the lies, saying that Mr. Cosby had immunity. This U.S. citizen who served our country in the Navy, not just in the Navy, but he served our country in so many different ways through his celebrity, him and Mrs. Cosby. Mr. Cosby has always used his celebrity, his name, his likeness, to uplift women. This is a man who refused to perform at the White House with Nixon.
Talk about it.
Nixon put him on a communist list in the 60s, along with so many other great names like Dick Gregory, Jane Fonda. How could a man who was being watched by the FBI every day be raping and drugging women in the 60s or 70s, especially a black man? Today, innocence came to Mr. Cosby with the help of these wonderful attorneys.
Yes, yes.
To his right, you will see Miss Jennifer Bunjean. She argued the appeal. To my left, you see Brian Perry.
Yes.
To Brian's left, Ashley Cohen. And then you have Haley Cohen. These are women and men
They kicked ass.
who from all walks of life. As I said earlier, James Brown made a song, it's a man's world. There would be nothing without a woman and girl. Mrs. Cosby was that woman. For 57 years, the queen, the matriarch of the Cosby family, who fought for his vindication, who said he would be vindicated. And today, on this hot day, this is a hot verdict for us that we will forever cherish. Because we got one of the greatest, or the greatest entertainer
I know I said that
alive.
earlier about Camille, but there you go. I ain't know what the fuck I was talking about. That's how I be sometimes. You make your opinion. That's just how you feel. That don't mean it's the truth and shit. Then boom, you go over the facts and shit. Then you hear that. You hear the praise that the lawyer gave her. She stuck by a man like the fuck, you know what I mean, it supposed to be and all that. Because that was some mean shit, Jack. You know what I mean? I guess She should have rolled for him, especially if it wasn't none of the time that they was together and shit. So it wasn't about no cheating shit. It was just about my man, you know what I mean, was on this player shit back in the day. Now listen, I always gotta throw the extra little side bar in there. If the nigga was doing it and shit, maybe. I mean, let's just say he did it. He did slip some shit, so just for the sake of argument and shit. Cause I ain't no one-sided guy. Let's just say, you feel me? Yo, really did do it. You feel me? Boom, boom, bop. You know what I mean? Even though he ain't supposed to do no time and all that shit, you feel me? God ain't let him get away for maybe. What if he did 1 or 2 years and shit? I ain't who said that's enough, but you feel me? Like you just ain't get all away. You feel me? The whole just scot free. Nigga had to do 2 years and shit because it seemed weird. You feel me? I guess that's what the pill was for, though. The nigga did the pill, and that's what the pills is for. So now people, y'all see that the pills do work for people and shit and all that. I just think they wanted to put my man and humiliate my man, try motherfucking knock my man reputation all out the water. Look at all the black famous people and shit that we look up to and shit. What happens to them most of the time, and then they find out the shit ain't even true and shit. Some motherfuckers do it, though, so we gonna keep it a big. But shout out to Camille Cosby. Ain't her name Camille? Well, Miss Cosby, if it ain't, because I ain't trying to be disrespectful and shit, but I think it is. You feel me? You know what I mean? And all the attorneys and all them ladies that you heard, and he shouted out in the back, definitely shout out to them. You know what I feel me? Because they the type chicks you like, you know what I mean? Boom, boom, bop. You know chicks and how chicks get when they on some bullshit, and then you know how the times is out now. Everybody out trying to get a quick meal ticket and all that type shit off the civil situation and shit. That would be really getting fucking because, goddamn, you had all them years to think about it. Like, that shit ain't really hurt you that much. You wait till a little bad and you on your little bandwagon jumping type shit, you feel me? And alright, but I mean, if it happened, you definitely pulled to say something. But like I say, credibility ain't really the best if you know you try and tell somebody else like, yo, don't be discouraged to come out just because, you know, Bill appealed and, you know what I mean, he won. You dig? It's a good message and shit, but I'm just saying, these kids nowadays ain't really trying to hear shit that's official. So for you to be like, you waited 30 years to say some shit like that, I mean, like, some people believe you, some people don't because of the scenario and shit, like, them boom, boom, bop. It's just a mess. It's messy. It's messy. It definitely looked like it was just set up. Like, all y'all come, it was a conspiracy. Somebody wanted my man gone. They were like, all right, he old as shit. You feel me? Boom, boom, bam. You know what I mean? We go and get him a cool 5. We ain't got to worry about him no more. He might not make it. My man a strong nigga. You feel me? So, my man out and free. They try to do him dirty. You see the motherfucking good gonna prevail. I ain't gonna say always, but my man prevailed and shit. I ain't, you know what I mean? My man saying he innocent, I'm rolling with my man and shit. I don't give a fuck what none of them say because ain't none of them got no credibility with me. You hear me? Shout out to Bill, Camille, and all the little other chicks and attorneys that kept it real. You feel me? You know, main man, your main attorney, my man be spitting bars when he be talking about my man Bill on press conferences and all that shit. But anyway, right? Just wanted to sum it up. You feel me? So when you want to be a black famous dude and shit, man, you might not want to broadcast all your motherfucking big plans and long-term goals. You might just want to go ahead and put your motherfucking best foot forward and shit and put your money up there and don't even really speak about it until it's time to pop ball. Because the motherfucker definitely try to stop your shine even if it come down to this. Because that was some old politics. That was an old politician, one of them old Nixon politician moves. Boy, what a nigga do you dirty. You feel me? Like, so, yeah, you got caught up in it, boy, but you're back home, man, putting pops for everybody. I know you ready to start saying putting pops commercials. You ready to start showing the fuck off out here. Y'all done made Bill mad. Y'all done got real disrespectful out here. I got respect for the ladies, though. You know what I mean? I do be saying bitches a lot, but shit, I call niggas bitches, you know. Anyway, boom. It's your boy OG Shizzy Brizzle. Shout out to my man Bill Kizzle. You did? And everybody, you know what I mean? But definitely, let me say the message out my mouth for all the ladies and shit that accuse my man and shit, because the message is official. You feel me? Just the messengers and shit ain't looking all way official in my eyes. I can't speak for nobody else. I'm just saying, 30 years, that's a lot of years that you still could have motherfucking bust a move if that was really the situation. And like I said, he Bill Cosby, man. This nigga was young at one time. I ain't never seen the shit. But, yeah. He was young at one time and shit, and all the bitches was on him. I guess he was on his Tiger Woods shit and his Wesley Snipes shit and all that. He just love all the little white chicks. I don't discriminate, so I'm not saying there's nothing bad about that. I mean, every chick that I seen, was it a black chick that said he did it? Was it one black chick that said he tried to do that? Because you see all this, I don't know. You know what I mean? But you know what I said. You heard what the fuck I said. First of all, you go by shit like this. His wife still riding with him. His TV wife of 2 shows, you hear me? Still riding with her. Olivia Raven, motherfucker, what was her name on motherfucking, hanging with Mr. Cooper? I don't know, but her, she ain't say nothing bad about the nigga. I don't think, I know Theo ain't say shit bad about the nigga and shit. Motherfucking Vanessa, Sandra, motherfucking, what's the other chick? Rudy. Motherfucker, and it was somebody else. Vanessa, Rudy, Denise. Yeah, man. Everybody had good shit to say. I don't know. And Denise better not had nothing bad to say about my bad many times he motherfucking gave her a chance and shit. Listen, man. This is all I'm saying, man. They was the drugs back in the day. You know, feel me? So I guess niggas be on they Bill Cosby shit when they just give a bitch a perk. A bitch can take a perk, get their feelings hurt. Do you feel me? Fuck a nigga work. You know what I mean? Just be like, yeah, all right, I'm in my feelings, so I'm allowing this nigga. You know, feel me? And even though if it don't come out the tree, I'm going to put this nigga through a bunch of bullshit. That's what I'm saying. So, man, you guys move right, because chicks definitely will just, I got time to be on bullshit with this nigga. You know, feel me? So, man, shout out to Bill. We all live and learn, boy. Even when you're 70s and mid-70s and all that shit, you still be learning, because it mean nobody know. The chicks don't know about what's going on, so we ain't gonna know. Me? So, man, listen. It's your boy, OG Shizzy Brizzle. I'm out this bitch. Yitty.